Hello, Steve89. Well, we have turtle drama. Yes, we have turtle drama. Um, oh God, it's the usual suspects. It's tedious, it's boring at this point, but I want to talk about it for a minute because I thought it was kind of interesting part of it. Basically, they did a new Turtles movie. Seth Rogen is behind it. I saw the trailer. It just popped up on something, an ad, and I kind of liked it. I thought it was cute. I was sort of thrown by all the turtles having different designs and only one of them looking like one of the original turtles because I grew up with the turtles. I saw the cartoon, I saw the movies, I had all the toys, I had, all the turtles. I had Krang, I had Shredder, I had Splinter, I had all of them. And unfortunately, I gave them to my niece, who I thought would take care of them because she loved the turtles. She trashed them and they were thrown out like in a couple of months. So I regret that. I still haven't been able to actually buy the original, the reissues of the originals because I do want them. All I have is these McDonald's turtles, but at least I got some turtles. If I'm feeling nostalgic, I've got some turtles. But yeah, so people got all upset, and now I didn't even notice this. I did not even notice this, but April is black and she's thick, and I'm like, oh, that's a problem. Of course, it's a problem. Of course, it is with these people. It's the usual suspects as usual, and the shocking thing was their favourite diversity shield actually did a good job of dispelling some of the misinformation because there's a bunch of people who are upset that people are upset because she's not a white redhead like we're sort of used to her, because a lot of the old fans are used to April being a white redhead, and we have a lot of white redhead characters that are being replaced with black characters. It's become a cliched syndrome at this point. It's happened so often. It's bizarre. But she wasn't always a redhead. But people are saying that she was originally black, so this is how it should be. And she actually wasn't. She was named after a black woman that the artist dated, and she was at one point supposed to be an Asian lady, but she ended up being a white lady, but a white lady with different shades of hair and different coloured hair. And I don't know if she was ever turned into a black lady later on in the comics or in the TV shows, because I haven't watched anything past the last Turtles movie. I didn't keep up with the TV series. I did watch the Megan Fox movie, and it wasn't great, and I didn't see the sequel. I think I have it on DVD, but I haven't watched it. But yeah, so the usual suspects are all upset because, oh no, she's black, so the world's crumbling. Now, I do think they need to stop replacing all the redheads with black characters, because we need redheads as well as black characters and white characters. Like, it doesn't help diversity just to swap one minority for another minority and keep all the white people intact. It doesn't really work. Because redheads are, that's a whole nother video. But yeah, so it was funny to see, the Fandom Men's favourite diversity shield actually being right and getting all the facts right and going through in detail and explaining how this is not the issue people are making it out to be. She wasn't originally black, but he was sort of arguing against it, saying, well, she should be white because she wasn't originally black, so there's no justification for it, whereas other people were saying, well, she should be because she originally was when she wasn't. I don't have a huge problem with them changing her. I didn't even notice, and I don't know if the other iterations, there have been 2 or 3 TV series and movies since then. I don't know what they did with April after that. I don't know if she stayed the same race and type of character or if she changed. I have no idea, but I'm not hugely opposed. We had our cartoon, we had our movies. I'm not hugely opposed to them changing the characters to some extent for a new film or a new series or different audiences. I'm not bothered. I just feel like when you do it for the first time, you should stick to the original source material, and then after that you can change it any way you want, because that's basically what's going to happen with all these IPs. They're going to get different iterations and reboots and TV series and movies and remakes and sequels and everything. So you can have fun and change them around, and everyone can get their own version of every character, really. I don't care. As long as you start off with keeping true to the original source, so you get at least one, like live action, depiction of the original character and the original type and everything. I'm not bothered if you change it afterwards. I just sort of think the first one should at least resemble the most sort of familiar one to people. So I'm not hugely bothered. Like Little Mermaid, it's sort of not. This doesn't bother me anywhere near as that, because we've had turtles before, so it's not like you're robbing us of anything. We're just getting an extra, a bonus. So I'm not bothered. But yeah, it was funny to see the usual suspects carrying on like this is the end of the world, because that's their base. That's they've got to feed their little chud babies. That's just how it works. It's all a bit sad. It's all a bit tragic. It's all a bit cliched. It's getting really tired. Like, I sort of tried to watch a video from Clownfish Media about some Disney thing, And just it's just the same old thing over and over again. They just have their agenda and they're always pushing and against Disney, and it's always the same stuff, and there's absolutely no objectivity, just totally about trying to destroy Disney because they support diversity and, you know, they want to crush them, and it's just they're part of that whole weird little cult movement. It's just a bizarre thing. But yeah, so I'm fine with the movie. I have no problem with April being black. I don't understand why anyone's upset, because she was never defined by one race anyway. She was all over the place. Her original design, she was Asian, she was black for a bit. There was a comic where she did appear black, but apparently the artist just was their first time doing digital colouring, and she wasn't supposed to look black, but people saw her as black, so in people's minds she was black at some point. So it shouldn't be an issue. It really shouldn't be an issue. And the people who are making it an issue, they just need the clicks and they just need to keep feeding their base. And eventually when the world calms down, they're going to run out of stuff to talk about. And I don't know how they're going to get their money.